Orlando Pirates unveil a new era, the introduction of Stanley Mabali and Kiso Mudau. The morning sun rose gently over Johannesburg, casting long shadows across the Orlando Stadium. It wasn't just another day in Soweto. There was a quiet sense of anticipation in the air, the kind that only appears when something meaningful is about to happen. Supporters gathered early, some wearing classic black and white jerseys from past eras, others in newly printed kits, all united by one belief: Orlando Pirates were turning a page. Inside the stadium offices, preparations were already complete. Media banners stood neatly aligned, cameras were tested, and microphones were placed carefully on the podium. Today was not about rumors, debates, or speculation. Today it was about clarity. Today was about officially introducing two players who symbolized ambition, resilience, and balance: goalkeeper Stanley Mabali and defender Kiso Mudau. A club redefining its identity. Orlando Pirates had spent months studying their direction. The technical team, sporting department, and senior leadership all agreed on one thing: success was no longer just about attacking flair, it was about structure, leadership, and mental strength. The modern game demanded players who could perform under pressure, adopt tactically, and inspire others around them. The signing of Stanley Mabali and Kiso Mudau was not accidental. It was the result of long analysis, deep scouting, and a clear vision for the future. The arrival of Stanley Mabali. Stanley Mabali's journey to this moment had not been straightforward. Long before cameras followed him and crowds chanted his name, he was just a young goalkeeper learning the art of patience. Goalkeepers mature differently from outfield players. Their mistakes are magnified, their successes often silent. Mabali learned early that discipline, focus, and mental toughness mattered more than noise. When Orlando Pirates identified him, it wasn't just his shot-stopping ability that impressed them. It was his command of the box, his communication, and his calmness under pressure. In tight matches when panic spreads, Mabali remained composed. He organized defenders, read the game, and understood when to slow things down. At the unveiling event, Stanley walked into the room quietly, dressed in a tailored black suit with subtle Pirates branding. His posture reflected confidence without arrogance. As he took his seat, photographers noticed something immediately. This was a man comfortable with responsibility. When he finally spoke, his words were measured. "I understand the weight of this badge. I know what this club means to its supporters. I didn't come here to be comfortable. I came here to compete, to grow, and to help this team win." Those words resonated deeply. Stanley Mabali, player profile and CV. Position, goalkeeper. Key attributes: reflex saves, aerial dominance, leadership, composure. Strengths: one-on-one situations, penalty awareness, defensive organization. Mental traits: calm under pressure, disciplined, match-focused. Role at Pirates: first-team competitor and defensive leader. The technical staff believed that Stanley's presence would elevate everyone around him. Training intensity increased immediately. Defenders trained sharper, knowing the man behind them demanded excellence. Kiso Mudau, a journey of discipline and growth. If Stanley Mabali represented calm authority, Kiso Mudau represented relentless energy and consistency. Mudau's football story was shaped by perseverance. He earned respect through hard work, not headlines. Every coach he worked under described him the same way: reliable, disciplined, and tactically intelligent. Orlando Pirates had tracked Mudau for a long time. His positional awareness, ability to read danger early, and contribution in both defense and attack made him a rare profile. He wasn't flashy, but he was effective, and effective players win championships. When Mudau walked into the unveiling room, the atmosphere changed. His presence carried quiet confidence. He smiled, greeting staff respectfully, fully aware of the responsibility he was stepping into. "This is a club with history," he said. "I know expectations are high. I welcome them. Pressure means people believe in you." Kiso Mudau, player profile and CV. Position, right back/defender. Key attributes: tactical awareness, stamina, crossing ability. Strengths: defensive positioning, recovery speed, consistency. Mental traits, professional, resilient, team-oriented. Role at Pirates, defensive stability and transition support. Mudau's signing was seen as a statement. Pirates were building a team capable of controlling games from the back. The strategic fit. Football is not just about individual talent, it's about chemistry. Coaches immediately noted how well Mabali and Mudau complemented each other. One commanded the defensive line vocally, the other executed instructions with precision. During early training sessions, small details stood out. Mudau adjusted his positioning slightly earlier. Mabali trusted his defenders more. Communication improved. Defensive transitions became smoother. These were signs of a system coming together. The message to supporters. At the end of the unveiling, Orlando Pirates management addressed supporters directly. "We are not promising miracles, we are promising commitment." These players were chosen because they represent what this club stands for: discipline, hunger, and respect for the badge. The message was clear. Success would be built, not rushed. The dressing room impact. Inside the dressing room, the reception was positive. Senior players welcomed the new signings, understanding that competition improves standards. Younger players watched closely, learning how professionals carry themselves. Mabali earned respect quickly through his work ethic. Mudau impressed with consistency. Neither demanded attention, but both commanded it naturally. Looking ahead. As the season approached, expectations grew. Supporters debated formations, clean sheets, defensive partnerships. Analysts discussed how Pirates now looked more balanced. But for Mabali and Mudau, the focus remained simple: training, improvement, teamwork. They understood that wearing the Orlando Pirates jersey was not just about football, it was about responsibility to history, supporters, and future generations. A new chapter begins. The introduction of Stanley Mabali and Kiso Mudau was not just a signing announcement, it was a statement of intent. Orlando Pirates were reinforcing their foundation, strengthening their spine, and preparing for battles ahead. As the lights dimmed in the press room and supporters filtered out of the stadium, one thing was clear: a new chapter had begun. Not written in hype, but in discipline. Not built on noise, but on purpose. And as the black and white flag waved gently in the evening breeze, hope quietly returned to Orlando Stadium.